To deploy your website on GitHub Pages, you must be having a GitHub account. If you don't have any GitHub account, please watch out my video. The link will be on the top right corner. You can click that link and watch that video. So using that video, you can create your own account on GitHub. In my case, I already have GitHub account, so I will be clicking on sign in. Provide your username and password. Okay. Once you successfully logged into GitHub portal, click on this plus icon that will be just before your profile icon. So click on that and click the new repository option. Once you have clicked on new repository button, you have to give a repository name. So in my case, I just want to give it some name like product. In the description, you can specify anything. So I'm going to specify this is my static website. And remember this thing, you have to make your repository as public. If you make your repository as private, you won't be able to use GitHub Pages. So make sure you check the public radio button from this location. Okay, click this checkbox to add a README file, and no need to do this gitignore file. So you just need to have this README file, though it is not required, but let's select that. After selecting that add README file, let's click on create repository button. So once you click that, you will be seeing there is a main branch and there is a file that is readme.md file. So after creating your repository, you will be needing a static website template. So I have already created a static website template in my local folder. It is having two files. One is index.html and another one is contact.html file. The rest of files are CSS or JavaScript files. So please note one thing, whatever website you are going to deploy, there must be index.html file, because index.html file is going to be the default document when you deploy the website. So whenever you don't specify any page name on the browser's address bar, it is going to refer to index.html file only. Okay, so remember to create or to make an index.html file. Okay, so in my case, I have HTML template in my local system. So I want to place this template onto GitHub, and the easiest way is to just select all the files and drag and drop to the GitHub portal. Once you do that, you will see the upload will be starting. Once the upload will be started or completed, you can click on the commit changes button. So let's wait for that to be completed. Okay, yeah, it is completed, and you can verify what all files are uploaded. So contact.html is here, index.html is here, product.css is here, then the rest of the files is also uploaded. Now you can simply click on commit changes button, and after few seconds all your files will be uploaded to GitHub portal like this. So you can verify once again, like you must be seeing all the files on the GitHub portal, right? Now the main important part is how you can deploy this repository to GitHub Pages. So to deploy your repository on GitHub Pages, just go to the settings tab. Now scroll down and click the pages option inside code and automation. So click on the pages. Now see, it is asking for a few things, build and deployment. So the source, what will be the source? So you can choose deploy from a branch, which will be by default selected. So you have to make sure that deploy from branch is selected. Now you have to select the branch from which you want to deploy that particular repository. So by default there will be none. So you have to click on that drop down and select the main branch. The main branch is the one which you have already created into the repository. So you just have to click on main. Then it will be asking for the folder location where your index.html file will be residing. So in my case, that index.html file is residing in the root folder. So I'm not going to change it. Now click on the save button here. So once you have clicked on save button, okay, so click on the action tab here. You must be seeing this kind of workflow, pages, build and deployment. So this means the deployment is in progress. If you click it, you will be able to see the status of the deployment, like what all things are running. So right now the repository is building. Once build is completed, the deployment will be started. So let's wait for the entire workflow to be completed. All right, so the deployment is now completed. As you can see, the pages build and deployment is in green and a tick on it. That means all the steps are completed successfully. So you can get the URL of your newly hosted website here in deployment step, or inside the settings, and then click on the pages, and here you can see your site is live at here. So if you want to visit this site, you can just copy this link, or you can simply click on this button and that thing will be opened in the new tab and like this. So I have that template look like this. Okay, so you must be wondering, like I have another page as well, contact page. So I have linked that page to this link. So if you click on contact, you will see that contact page is loaded, and see the full HTML file is being shown here. If you click on back button, you won't see index.html here, because index.html is the default document which a server refers when loading the website. So even if you type index.html, the website will be working. Okay, if you remove it as well, the website will be working, no problem at all. So this is how GitHub Pages works, and make sure you are not using GitHub Pages for your personal work, like storing some credentials or doing some something that makes some privacy. So make sure this GitHub Pages is accessible to everyone. So it is not a private thing. It is just for your personal purposes. Like if you want to create some repositories, uh, help pages, or if you are developing some API and you want to create some documentation, you can use GitHub Pages, and whosoever is going to use that API, they can just refer to this documentation page.